All right, well, spring is here and you're probably busy sprucing up your lawn and your garden for the growing season.
One way to bring new life to your yard is through the use of lawn ornaments, but the ones you have might be a little old or rusty. Luann Finke of Finke Gardens and Nursery has some new ideas to share that will fit anyone's personality. Garden ornaments draw attention and can be the focal point in your yard, like this little owl here. I am with Luann Finke at Finke Gardens and Nursery, and we're going to talk about garden ornaments today.
Right.
All different kinds, from the sculpture,
Right.
the whimsy, to the gazing balls, to the bird baths.
All an opportunity to really have a personal expression of the things that interest you. Your family loves owls. Here's a barn owl. It's a little bit of something to tuck in on your patio.
And behind us here, the pigs, and you know I'm a pig fan.
Right. They're fun. They're made of concrete. So yes, they are heavy, but they're going to be able to stay out in the garden year round. So it's fun to have the pigs, any sort of animal that you enjoy.
And gnomes are popular in
They're
gardens.
still very popular, and in particular with fairy gardening, you know, it ties right in there. Probably a fairy garden should have a gnome as well.
How do you suggest grouping ornaments like this? Would you have them stand alone? Do you like them in a certain setting?
I think the plants create the best setting. Like the owl would be great tucked in to a container, so right at the front. So it's like in nature, you don't find them sitting out on their own. So think about where it is you've got the view across your lawn. So as you sit down in the chair, where in the lawn are you going to see these things? Or to think about as you walk through your lawn, what's the hidden surprise that isn't apparent to everyone? You can change out the color, so you can take a display over the seasons, you know, using some of the metal art. You start with early spring and Easter, and then move on to summer flowers.
And you were talking about the metal art, and that really is kind of whimsical, isn't it?
It is. A lot of really fun themes can come through with the metal art.
Gazing balls, a big
Right.
trend still.
It is. It's a classic. It's a carryover from the Victorian era, and they are classic beauties. But the problem with the glass ones is they're very breakable. These are stainless steel, virtually indestructible. And what I think is fun is you can encourage your kids to look in it and see themselves as well as the world around them.
And finally, bird baths,
Right.
sundials.
With a bird bath, think about it as the community of landscaping for wildlife. The birds will be happier and more likely to spend time in the bird bath if it's in with the other plants, that community. And sundials, what a great theme. Time passes in the garden is always very pleasant.
So just think about how you can complement your garden with different kind of sculpture, and of course the plants too.
Right.
Thank you, Luann. Yeah, and every year I like to get maybe 1 or 2 new pieces just to complement what I already have, to add to the grouping.
What about the pink flamingo?
Yeah, what about the pink flamingo?
Maybe they could sit there somewhere. I think maybe there's a place for it somewhere in the garden.
I'm sure there are new versions of the pink flamingo that look cool too.
That's true.